It is Friday tea plate making day. This is the day I'm going to start carving, doing all my detail. I let it set from last class, so it's a little bit, it's leather hard right now. And so anyways, I'm just going to carve out those flowers I was telling you guys about. So they look like little lobs of clay, but I'm turning them into flowers now. So I'm being real delicate. This is this plate, if you did it right, it should be pretty thin. So you got to be real careful when you're carving here. Take your time. As you can see here, I'm taking my time. This took me about to carve all this plate when all said and done. I spent about a class period. So I make sure you have your paintbrush. You're going to need it to smooth out things. Make sure you have your sponge, your water cup. You're smoothing things out. Clean out your carving, okay? Some of you guys have turned in some of this stuff, and your carving is good, but you're leaving gunk behind in there. You don't want to do that. You want to have all your that just look professional, okay? So really take your time on this bad biscuit. Right here, I'm making the head for the lizard, or the whole body, really. I just rolled a coil. I'm just using my fingers to sculpt this lizard, and then I'm gonna score it, which I did, and score. I'm kind of marking it out with the slip, and I'm gonna score the plate, and then I'm just gonna. I don't have legs on this lizard. It's too hard to make them and put that all at once. So the way I'm putting the legs on after I score this body on, I'll show you. I'm just making tiny little coils, just roll like little spaghetti noodles, and right now I'm cleaning up the body and getting it all ready, and then I'm gonna start putting those legs on. And then as you can see, I'm really using the slip here. I didn't really score those legs. I just kind of rubbed them into the body because that clay is the same moisture level. And then where it connects with the plate, I'm adding a little bit of slip, for insurance. And constantly cleaning stuff. I'm using the back of my paintbrush as a tool too, as you can see. I'm using it to get down there because my finger's too big. I can't do all the little tiny detail I want. So you gotta get creative here. Sometimes you think sometimes a tool that you don't think is a tool can be a tool, if that makes sense. So anyways, I'm just getting emotional here, folks. No secrets. And then coming back, I'm gonna carve out the little toes of the lizard, making all that detail. Oh yeah. Sell this bad biscuit on eBay. And then after I'm done with all this carving, I want to make a footing on this bad biscuit, and I'll show you guys in a second how I'm going to do that. Ooh, look at that guy. He's looking good. I'm done pretty much with the top. Now I'm going to put a footing on it, like I talked about last class. And what I'm doing, I'm just rolling out a coil, just like a big spaghetti. This one's going to be a fat spaghetti noodle. Probably like equivalent to maybe 5 spaghetti noodles put together, that thickness. Then I'm just trimming up my edges so they're nice and like almost parallel, so they match up. Boom! Look at that. Now I'm not going to put it on yet, but I'm just checking it. Now I'm going to score the back of my plate. Get real emotional here. Scratch that all up. Make it like Velcro. Turn it into mud. And then I'm going to do the same. I got off camera here, but I'm going to do the same right here. I'm scoring up the spaghetti noodle, the coil, and boom, putting it on there. And then I'm just going to lightly press it, not get crazy here, just to get it to stay. And then I'm just going to tap it. Just tap on the table just a little bit, and that's going to bond it. Okay, now watch how I use my scraper, the rib tool, sorry. The flat edge, I'm just pushing downward, and that's bonding it and making it a clean look. It'll get rid of that coil look, so it looks more professional. Take your time here. Don't rush this. You want this to, even though this is not a part of the plate, or the piece of art that's being seen, it still has to be nice, okay? Somebody's going to pick this up, and they're going to look at that and examine it. So look how I throw a little slip in the coil right there. I'm throwing that slip in there. That's another way to get rid of that coil look. I'm just painting it all in there. That's going to add some insurance, make sure that thing is locked on there. Boom, there it is. And then I'm going to clean it up really good. Take your time here. Get rid of all those scratch marks. Make it look good. And then boom, take a picture with the teacup on it. See how it's in proportion. Then take a picture with it just like this. And then don't forget to put your initials and your period on the bottom. Make it look nice though, professional. And then boom, let's just put it back in a bag, especially if you have put on things like I did, like the lizard. You want that to neutralize, they call it. But plus, remember I talked about, let's try to keep our projects leather hard when we bring them in, because